We got the Slinky patent on. I want this a little higher. What do you think, champ? Make the guitar a little bit higher. Huh? I think that's better. Yeah. Sky's blue and the coffee's strong, it's true. Then I open my eyes to a dream realized in front of me. And I haven't got a clue what in the world is happening to me. I think I'm happy, like first day of summer vacation, happy. Gotta get a little rest and relaxation, happy. Like to quiet on Sunday morning, singing true. Oh, sister, when you cook that way, yeah, sweet distraction rules my day. Kitchen table just might break from the sound of you and I rocking our bodies. Yeah, I don't understand why I wasn't your lover man 100 years ago. Fellas gonna have to understand, tip their hats to a man who's gone. I think I'm happy, like loving on you all day long, happy. Like sleeping on the front lawn, ooh, happy. Like hearing your favorite song on the radio. Champy has upped his game in terms of timing. They're appreciating your new stylings there, buddy. Good evening, good people. think, champ? Every time I see it now, I get that look in my eye. Every time I see your mouth, I hear that smile. In the early misty morning light, I heard the engine turn in the old Ford outside. You were leaving me again today. You convinced me again today. You're leaving this hometown looking for someone else's golden ring. Should I say so long, Susanna? Hush now, don't you cry. So long, Susanna. Don't you cry for me. All right. Got my fancy sunglasses on. Hey, you know, I went there. He was a little pretentious. He was a little full of himself. He wore these sunglasses. He's got some sort of light that makes it look like it's sunset in his office, but it's not. It's just a light. And he's wearing sunglasses like he needs them. I don't think he needs them. I think it's overkill. I think the show's overproduced. I think the producer asks him to wear sunglasses, and I just don't understand it. I can pick on Brandon. He's on a train. I pick on him anyway, even if he's here. What's happening, good people? What's shaking? Anything? Anything worth talking about? It seems pretty clear, in case you haven't been paying attention, it seems pretty clear that at least Anthropic, and probably more, have achieved AGI internally. So if you're sitting there wondering, gee, Kyle, what does that mean? I'm with you. I don't have a fucking clue. I do not know. You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy or your gentle ways to keep them from running wild. They can kick dirt in your face, press you down, and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging on your shirt, trying to hide inside of it, hide how much it hurts. Let them laugh while they can. Let them spin, let them scatter in the wind. I I've been to the movies. I've seen how it ends, and the jokes on them. You get discouraged, don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. You gotta dance with the devil on the... You gotta dance with the devil on a river to beat the stream. Call it living the dream. Call it kicking the ladder. They come to kick dirt in your face to dress you down and do the something in the carrying your baby on the back across the desert. I don't remember the rest of the words, but I can't really sing this song very good, and that's how much it hurts. The AGI thing, there's just hey, Fairy Tale Revolution, what's happening? I request Trouble. All right, we can do a little Trouble. You know what I'll even do with Trouble? Where do I have it? Let me see. I think I have their lyrics in my notes app. I could sing the whole thing if I can find yield lyrics. You gotta dance with the devil on a river to beat the stream. Call it living a dream. Call it kicking the ladder. Ooh, hang on a second. I'll see if I can find Yon lyrics for Yon Trouble. I know I put them somewhere. This is one of those ADD things. My machine is not happy with indexing right now. It installed some new operating system. Let me try one other place. What's happening, Techie Becky? Appreciate the request. The request line is open. If you know one of the 17 songs that I know, and your ears aren't bleeding. Okay, let's see. Did I put it in my guitar tabs program? This would be fascinating to know. Trouble. Let's see. Come on. My tabs. Stop. If you think life is easy over here, come on. Trouble is a hit waiting to happen. Well, I also have the cover I did in Suno, that version of Trouble. We can go listen to that too. Standing between you and a hard place is insane. Standing too near you and a fire makes it clear. You're trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? Leaning in close, smell of your perfume that scares me most. Leading away, hey, it feels stronger every day. Your trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? It's time to go. I gotta leave now, enjoy the show. It's time for you to do the something, and I'll see you too. Let me go find where do I have trouble? I know where I can find it. I am such a useless. Oh my God. Okay, let's go. Media. I'll go look at the media, and then we'll go look down here. We'll go look for trouble. Trouble right here in River City with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool, as you know. Did I not put trouble up here on? Really? Wow. Strange. What's everyone saying? What's he doing? I'm just looking for a file I can't find. Trouble. There we go. Wait, where did that go? Trouble. What the hell just happened? Standing between you and a hard place is insane. Standing too near you and a fire makes it clear. You're trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? Leaning in close, smell your perfume scares me most. You can hear that on YouTube, right? Leaning away, it feels stronger every day. Your trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? Oops. Standing between. Wait, that started over. Why did it start over? That's bad interface. I got some dead interface here. Far takes me away from where you are. Your trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see? It's time to go. I gotta leave now, enjoy the show. It's time for you to say goodbye. Yeah, I'll miss you too. Your trouble to me. Real trouble, can't you see?
Now that you're gone, all is supposed to be more fun. Now that you've left home, all I feel is this gaping red. You're trouble to me, real trouble, can't you see? You're trouble, don't you know? Oh, trouble, where did you go?
All right, there you go. Trouble. Future Grammy Award winner. As soon as I do something like publish it and try to sell it, get it recorded. All right. What are we going to talk about tonight? What would you like to talk about? We can talk about anything. Thunderous applause. Woo! There was much rejoicing. Yay. Rather. I was in an ornery mood today. There was my X feed is getting filled with people screaming about how awful AI is. And normally I let that shit go. Today I fought it. I was just picking on people. Like, I don't know, man. I do not know. So I did a couple of cool things with Adam today. So Adam, if you don't know, is my OpenClaw bot, my assistant, my worker. I understand how it will displace jobs, but it could also cure cancer. Yeah, it's, you know, what's happening right now is the people that are just pure AI hate are kind of looking increasingly, I don't know, I don't know how to characterize it. It's just looking a little long in the tooth right now. Like, it's the same arguments over and over again, and it's just clear that they're not willing to even try it or understand what it is. And very often what will happen is if I get into a tussle with one of them, they're like fucking passionate about it steals from artists, and if you make images with it, you're a fucking thief, right? Or, you know, same with music or movies, and then if you say, but like, if it cured cancer, would you be cool with that? Oh yeah. So, you know, it was trained on like all of the research that all those researchers did, right? So it's like they, you know, I don't know, it's just this weird myopic thing. But it's also just this year, shit's gonna start accelerating if indeed Anthropic has hit AGI internally, and they're just basically trying to figure out a way how to release that into the world. Like, shit's gonna start moving really fast, like recursive self-improvement. Kyle, I have been going crazy with OpenClaw. It's one of the best things ever. I built a Lost in Space robot. It's so fucking cool. AI helps us that don't have an entire team to move faster and express ourselves faster. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I hate that I make a lot of AI music. You can hate it all you want. I mean, digital photographers were lambasted for a decade, right? That's not real photography. Real photography is just on film. And then until it wasn't, right? Until it wasn't a joke. Photography was not considered an art form, until the 50s? And it had been around for a century, something like that. I spent about a month just locking it down and writing an LLM firewall along with a bunch of other security issues. It's so cool. Yeah, I'm where I am with mine is I think I've got it decently secure, but probably not, because I don't know, and I don't frankly care. I'm not protecting, you know, the Vatican here. The Vatican. I don't know why I came up with that as the thing to protect. I'm not even Catholic. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating. The thing I did for Adam today was, so 5 days ago, Google released Google Workspace CLI, command line interface. So I had this thing called GOG, which was a third-party Google Access skill. And then tonight, I installed Google for Workspace from Google. The nice thing about that is they'll just keep adding new features to it. And this one thing I installed has access to all of the Google features. You can just turn them on and off. So that's pretty slick. Yeah, it's quickly going to become the new layer of human brain structure. I'm all in no matter how loud the haters get. We must protect Champy's cheese supply. So I installed that. So I did a cool thing today. So like once your Claude bot, once your OpenClaw bot has access to Google Drive, like normally what happens is he's writing stuff to these little markdown files that are basically like his own internal little database. But once he's got access to Google Drive, you can just have him write Google Docs. And it's incredibly fast. Like it's mind-blowing how fast it is. So today I thought, so I came home from lunch. The printer was jammed. I had to fix the printer for the missus. So I did that, and I thought, while I'm home, I'll upgrade his brain from OpenAI 5.3 to 5.4, which is supposed to be much better. And I'm still only using the $20 a month subscription, so I'm not incurring API costs. So if you're afraid of installing OpenClaw because you're going to run up massive API bills, if you use the Codex API front end, you can basically authenticate with your $20 a month subscription, and it doesn't cost you API tokens. It's just your $20 a month thing. You get rate limited if you use it too much, but it's fine. So I did that, and then when I went back to work, he was just broken. Like he was slow. Like I would put in a command and it would say typing, and it would just say, and then it would eventually just stop, and he'd sit there, and I'd think he was frozen. And so I'd send another command, and then nothing would happen. I'm like, oh, he's broken. And then like 3 minutes later, I'd get a response. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And then eventually it just kind of worked itself out. Like, I don't know what I did to make it better, but like it eventually sort of just, I guess, got whatever out of its caches that it needed to. And so now he's on 5.4, and it's pretty good. And I just wanted to see, like, do you have access to the internet still? Like, how bad did I hose you, right? How bad did I break you? And so I said, like, can you see Reddit? Can you go look at Reddit? And he was like, yeah, I can go look at Reddit. And I was like, okay, cool. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be cool so I've got the Great Repurpose thing, right? This idea that we're about to enter this meaning of crisis where all of the tasks of everyone's job is about to be stripped away. You're either going to lose your job or you're going to keep your job. But the tasks that you used to do that you got really good at for 15, 20, 30 years, now you no longer have to do. But you do have to deal with AI and babysit agents and just do other shit. And so people are going to be all freaked out, right? And we live in this remarkable time where 90% of people really don't know what ChatGPT is, right? It's like 0.3% of people are on a paid plan globally. 0.3% are on the paid plan, just paying $20 a month. 0.3%. So you've got like 90% of people don't really know what ChatGPT is. Probably 60% of people don't even, just have zero clue what's happening, what's coming. And it seems pretty apparent that AGI is here. It just hasn't been released yet. So the gap is crazy. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could have some sort of index that's actually based on conversations happening on like Reddit or X or whatever? And what if we did ratios, like ratios of people talking about job loss versus, rediscovering my new purpose, something where people are talking about AI in two different contexts. And so like AI would be really good at going to look at Reddit and say, look at all the conversations that are talking about AI and job loss, and then look at all the conversations that are looking at AI and meaning, purpose, whatever it might be, and do those as a ratio. And then you could also do a ratio of people talking about AI tools versus AI applications, like how they're using it, how it's impacting them, right? You could do that as a ratio. And so I just started talking to Adam. I said, here's an idea, like what can you come up with? And so here, let me show you something. Let's see. Lily, I said, Kyle, what AI app do you recommend to make music, like music released on Spotify? Just check with your distribution platforms. I don't know where Spotify is now. I think Spotify is back to allowing AI music. Some of them don't. Some of the distribution platforms are just AI music. Suno for me right now is the best one. But producer.ai is pretty good and pretty interesting. Madlib's like Sunato. Udio used to be pretty good, but you don't own your music if you don't have a paid subscription now. Or you can't even download your music if you don't have a paid subscription. I've gotten really good at horsing plastic containers. That's fucking hilarious. Oh man, Suno. Yeah, Suno's probably the best one right now. Let me show you something cool. Am I sharing my screen? Yes. Okay, so this is really cool. So what you're looking at right here is I had Adam help me design a methodology for creating a great repurpose index. So something where like on a regular basis, it can check Reddit, look at the nature and tone of the conversations, look at the nature and tone of AI adoption, AI anti-sentiment, whatever it might be, and then put these together in some sort of mathematical scoring methodology. And so it wrote all these documents, these Word documents. And let's see. Here we've got the ingestion and scoring workflow. Product spec number 1. Somewhere in here, I've got a Lovable build prompt. So I had it write me a Lovable prompt. I've been using MIA and missed this community. Well, welcome back, Lily. Keep coming, hanging out here. Kyle, to make videos to explain how to use an app, each feature, best platform, economics, please. To make videos to explain how to use an app and each feature. Corey, I don't know that world super well, but there are apps that you can, I know that there's one out there right now. You just use a piece of software and it will write you like a PDF document of all the steps of how to do it. There's a bunch of screen recording softwares that do that. I'm trying to do this on Notebook LM. It looks like Brandon is heading to the Post-it notes here for a second. Loom. Yeah, Loom you could probably do it with. That's pretty good. MVP dashboard, product spec V1. Sorry, unable to open this. Uh-oh, why do I not have access to? Oh, I bet I know why. Yeah, I'm logged in as the wrong account. Okay, now I think I'm good. Let's see. Adoption, AI adoption, stage methodology, calibration, dimensions and labels, framework architecture, the item schema. I don't even know what half these things are, but we're gonna here, the Great Barometer overview. The Great Repurpose Barometer. That's what Adam came up with. The folder map, the overview, the methodology, the taxonomy. All right, this is a little stubbed document. Okay, fine, and it also doesn't follow those folders. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go talk to Adam. We're going to go talk to Adam. So what we'll do, and you'll be able to watch this in real time. This is pretty slick. Let's see. Can I close this thingy over here? Nope. All right, so here's all of our documents, right? So what I'm going to say to Adam is I'm going to say, in Google Docs, you have Great Repurpose Barometer at the beginning of each file name. That is stupid. Also, there are no folders like the ones you describe in the overview document. Why don't you clean things up and let me know when you do? Okay, so now Adam is going to go off and he's probably going to just start renaming files over here to the right and making folders and shit like that. We'll see. I don't know what we can read here, but it says up at the top, it says typing. You can't really see it, but there's a little animation that says that the server's running and he's thinking. Oh, look, see, look, it just added overview, methodology, taxonomy, data model, research log, dashboard. And so now it's probably going to rename the files and put them in those folders. Isn't that cool? So Adam's off doing shit. It's wild. All right, Adam, what are you doing? You made folders. Is there anything in them? What are you doing, dude? Way to go, Adam. Adam's an all right dude. Oh, something's happening. Is he moving files? Yes, look. He's moving files. And look, he took off the Great Repurpose Barometer at the beginning of them. So it's a little slow. I guess he's got to rename it, then move it. But like, this is the kind of thing, if you had an intern that made all the, all these files, and then you're like, oh, could you go rename them and put them in folders? That would be like half a day. And the intern would be like, I gotta go. I like granola bars. I gotta go eat a granola bar. All right. Go eat your granola bar. I don't want to be in an HR lawsuit. Go eat your granola bar. Like 45 minutes later. What are your thoughts on ChatGPT 4.5 versus Opus 4.6? or 5.4. I'm not using any of these models deep enough, Cam, that I have a real opinion. Claude has seen a dramatic increase in revenue. Oh wait, what did Adam just say? Claude basically just got a bunch of OpenAI customers and gained a bunch of new ones. But OpenAI 5.4 thinking is supposed to be pretty good. The thinking model is not great at, OpenAI 5.4 is not great at writing, but most people aren't using it for writing. They're comparing these things by coding, and I'm not really doing that, other than kind of the stuff I'm doing right here, which this is using 5.4, and I really like it. I don't know, Cam. For a while now, like if you said you have to be on an island, and we're gonna give you access to one model, and they would pick from one of the majors, right? Anthropic, Google, OpenAI. We won't throw Meta in there. Grok. Like the one I would like the least right now is Grok, but it's getting better. But the other three are fine. Like all of these things right now are good enough that they're all fine. And probably within 6 months, they're going to be amazing. So I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Methodology. Go into the methodology here. The adoption. Here's the scoring spec. This is the thing I wanted to show you. The TGR index revision notes. So the purpose, let me zoom in here so you can see a little bit. Well, like notice how this is like a well-formatted Word document. The Great Repurpose Barometer, formal scoring spec 1.0. The Great Repurpose Barometer measures how public conversion is shifting in response to AI across work, meaning, mindset, and future of work sophistication. It's designed to answer, are people mostly talking about jobs and economics or purpose and identity? Are people still in tool obsession, or are they moving toward mindset adaptation? Is the conversation mostly panic hype or becoming more sophisticated and systemic? Right? Like these three ideas right here, those were my ideas. That's what I started with. I was like, wouldn't it be amazing to have a mathematical ratio based on what people are actually talking about, where we can figure out where we are in this process? I've been using Opus 4.6 to write use case studies, and while I'm stuck in the hospital, it's been keeping me sane. That's really good. I think I'm a little more enamored of Claude right now for writing. Like ChatGPT was really good, and then they got rid of 4.0, and whatever happened in their shift to 5, it was probably just a different team that did slightly different training and slightly different, post training optimization or fine tuning or whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know. They just kind of lost their score. So I'm feeling like Opus is probably the one, Cam, for right now. Are people beginning to recognize forms of human value that are not reducible to industrial era job logic? Source set, Reddit only, primary time window, 7 rolling days, secondary views, 24-hour and 30. So there's going to be a 7-day rolling view, a 24-hour view, and a 30-day view. Unit of analysis, Reddit post plus top-level comments. The core dimensions, economic pressure, meaning pressure, mindset shift, scope of work sophistication, agency adaptation, human value recognition. So this goes on. And now it's like item level annotation schema. Each item receives source metadata, primary topic, secondary topic, tone, pressure intensity, sophistication, agency score, human value score, great repurpose proximity. And then they start going into the math, right? Use logarithmic weighting so viral posts do not dominate. EW equals log 1 plus score plus number of comments. comments, EW equals log 1 plus score. Okay, and then so the economic contribution is the EW times economic pressure divided by 3. So it's got all these weightings and things, and then you aggregate the 7-day window, and then you normalize it, and then you do core functions. This is all, if anyone knows math or knows this sort of, I don't talk math. I'm right there with you, but I don't care right now. I watched Vicky's LOL on Notion and used the agent. For the most part, it did what I asked. That's very cool. Love it. Okay, so we have all these documents now, and I can't show you because I couldn't figure out how to get the thing running on the other machine so I could show it here today. It basically built a dashboard for this, but it also wrote us a let's see. Dashboard is the Lovable. Yeah, the Lovable build prompt. So in here is a document, the Great Repurpose Barometer. So here is a whole giant ass 8-page Lovable prompt with all the math in it, all the weightings, all the interface ideas. That this is Adam wrote all this. I just said to Adam, I want to do a thing. I want to be able to look at a number and say that number represents something. And Adam went off and did all the math. So we're going to head over to Lovable. We're going to go to Lovable. Okay, so I've got some credits here. Pro plan, ambassador, left pro, and then for me, I got, okay, so we're gonna go pro. All right, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna go home, and then I'm just gonna paste in, copy, go back here, go paste. We're in plan mode. So in Lovable, if you turn on this little blue box right here, that's chat mode, plan mode. So it's going to be planning. Here we go. All right. Reviewing architecture and data sources. So in theory, I don't know how this is going to work. Well, we'll see. We'll find out. We will find out. Suggestion, tell Lovable to do the work in steps. Oh, okay. Questions. So what's it doing? Is it off building? I thought we were in plan mode. Does it have questions for me? Update plan. Looking at this detailed brief, I have a clear picture of what to build. Let me confirm just a couple of preferences before creating the plan. I guess it's just still thinking. All right, we'll figure it out. It will give you a review and then read it in a preview window. Yeah, but it's like hung right now, but I guess it's just working. That would be a nice thing if I had a little more, whatever you call it, activity monitoring. Let me ask if it's stuck. You gave it a shebang load. I don't know what I did there. Hello. Are you live? Plan. Okay, here we go. Generating the plan. All right, let's go look at it. There's the architecture. Visual design, dark theme with navy charcoal background, custom CSS, data layer, static mock data. Implementation order. All right, let's just approve it. What's happening, Steve-O? Shaking. It's going down. Build types, mock data, and theme. Build dashboard shell with sidebar. Build overview and tab components. Build trends, signals, method views. Build detail modal and utility components. So while this is doing this, let me share something that came up in the AI Salon Mastermind Practice Lab today. There was a decent amount of folks struggling with, now that they've built something, talking about it. And I think that that's a natural human tendency, is once you've built something that it's, it's vulnerable to go out and talk about it. Hey, look what I did, right? And after I left the call, I'm thinking, like, if you've already got any kind of issues where you're shy about talking about what you've built, and you build it with AI, there's something about the friction-free nature of how AI builds shit that you're not personally developing a relationship along the way, right? The friction of building things the old way meant that for something to survive the gauntlet of development, it had to be good enough that as you're struggling and as you're building and as you're trying to do things, it actually survives that journey. What AI does is it jumps you from idea to execution with none of that development time. And so if you've got a personality where you're already a little like, I don't know if I want to talk about it, and you don't have a real sense of ownership of the thing you created, my gut's telling me that it's going to make it much harder for people to talk about the thing they've built. Like, even if they're not guilty about it. Like, some people are like, oh, it went so fast, I feel guilty. But even if you've worked through that, there's something about this idea of lack of friction that it doesn't work with our human brains. That's an idea I got from Andy, who's actually talking about like human evolution and things like that. But even just setting evolution aside and how fast our brains work, there's just like not enough time to build a relationship with the thing you've built. And there's also not a relationship with other people as you're building the thing. Right? You're just building stuff, out it comes. And then you're like, here's a thing. And people are like, who are you? Oh, I made a thing. Yeah, I know that. You said that. What's the thing? Oh, it does this. Okay, why do we need that? Oh, because we have this problem. Oh, okay. Like you got to work your way back from I built a thing for people to even understand why they're in the conversation with you. You know? Yeah, the struggle's not there, Fabiana. Fabiana, yeah, there's something like that, and I don't like. I'm. It's one of the brilliant, magical things about AI is that there's a lack of friction. But what I'm starting to get is that there's times when to turn that friction all the way to zero, and there's times when to turn that friction much higher. Right? Like if you work in a company, if you work in a corporation and there's a big problem, you have a meeting. And in the meeting, the CEO says, here's our biggest problem. And you walk out of that meeting and you go to Lovable and you build the app that solves the problem that the CEO just said, this is our biggest problem. And you go build the solution to it in the next hour, because you probably can. What about the other 12 people in that meeting? What about the other 12 people in that meeting, 3 of whom are already working on initiatives to solve that problem for the CEO? If you just walk into their office and show them the solution, they might be excited, but they might also be threatened. Like, who the fuck are you? I've been working on this for 6 months. Get out of my office. Or if you just dump it on the CEO's desk and the CEO says, oh, that's awesome. I love this guy now. Now you have 12 enemies, the other 12 people in that thing. How did you jump the line? I've been working here for 30 years, you little punk. You know? The whole verse is just a part. It's difficult. When I get back home Thursdays, I hope to share lots. Yeah, I know. There was a lot today. Like the AI, the Mastermind Practice Lab, that group is developing very deep, I don't know if it's trust, but very deep layers of understanding what we're facing with AI. Okay, this is doing something. Open barometer. Oh, look at that. The Great Repurpose Index. 42.7. Trends. Oh, this is so cool. The meaning ratio, the mindset ratio. 30 days. What's this green one? The sophistication ratio. And why is it so high? I feel like these should be, why are we at, these numbers feel like they're too high, but I don't know what they are. So signals. Oh, this is all fake data. That's what's going on here. The Great Repurpose Barometer is fully built and live. 20 files across types. Mock data, 12 barometer components, sidebar navigation. Well, I wouldn't call this sidebar navigation. You've got a home button, which has a button on it. And then you have the barometer page. Here's the methodology. We're not going to give the methodology away, are we? Maybe we will. Huh. Let's see. I wouldn't exactly. Let me go into plan mode. Call the side navigation useful. It's a home page with a single button on it. And the barometer page I'd like you to look more critically at a more sophisticated nav that requires a sidebar, or kill it if it isn't needed. Also, how do we go to live data? We can enable Lovable Cloud for web access, AI analysis, etc. Let's see what it comes up with. Corey, I built a thing. Where'd that go? I'm learning so much. I'm loving the mastermind. It was good to see you, Silverfox. I'm sorry you weren't feeling great, but it was nice you turned on your camera and jumped into the conversation. That was cool. The whole versus just the part. Here we go. I built a thing, solves many problems, maybe too many. Finding the core and still let others know. Yeah. There's something as AI, like this thing I'm building right now. This thing I'm building right now is some sort of data analysis thingy that the concept came out of my brain. I'm going to build this thing, and then maybe tonight it's actually functional. And then I could just publish it. And then I could point people to it and go, look, I made an index. And they'll go look at the index, and it'll say 42.7, and they'll go, uh-huh. But they won't care, because why would they? I'm just going to approve whatever it said. Failed to approve plan. Could not save the plan file. Approve. Okay. Are we building now? Okay. If you just put a thing in the world, you don't give people a chance to build a relationship with you or the thing. Right? So storytelling starts to become really important. Storytelling starts to become really important, right? I had this insight. This insight turned into this thing called the Great Repurpose. The Great Repurpose turned into this thing. It's now going to turn into an annual conference. It's now going to turn into an enterprise offering, right? Here's what it's going to be. Built-in backend. Yes, we're going to allow that. Then you need to build another agent, a friend of Adam's, who's a status agent and a decipherer of data. No, I had Adam build me a dashboard. He built his own dashboard. That's pretty funny. Play first, confidence, provisional, inferred transition phase. Based on Kyle Shannon's cycle of AI readiness, this is the interpretive layer, not a measured score. I don't like that. AI adoption stage, 34% intentional use, 1.8 points. I think this is all still fake data. Connect to Firecrawl. No connections available for Firecrawl. Please create. So Firecrawl is a command line thing that will go crawl websites. So I guess this is going to go crawl Reddit. So I'm going to add a connection. The name will only be used by Lovable. So we'll call this the Great Repurpose Crawl. Managed by Lovable. Get a free hobby plan and 100,000 Firecrawl credits. Yes, let's do that. We want free, we like. Permissions, the connection and its associate connect. Great Repurpose Crawl. Okay. Connected to the Great Repurpose Crawl. Great. All right, it's going to go read websites for us. No connections available for Perplexity. We'll go Great Repurpose Perplexity. Your Perplexity API key. Well, I don't want to show that in here. Here, let me change my. Let me go get some Perplexity action here. Hang on a second. Account system. Usage and credits. Let's see. Perplexity API key. Get your Perplexity API key. Continue with Google. Continue. Can I do this? No. I'll be with you there shortly. I'll be back with you in a second. I'm just trying to get my first key name. Great Repurpose. What's it called? The index. It's not called the index, but that's okay. Search API, agent API. All right. I just need this. I need that. I go like that. I go like that. Okay. Connect. Is that good? I think that's good. Go back here. All right. Analyzing request scope and goals. The Great Repurpose Barometer. Trends. Done. Here's what happened. Sidebar killed. Lovable cloud enabled. Firecrawl connected. Perplexity connected. Next up, I'll build the barometer snapshots database table, the barometer analyze edge function, Firecrawl scrape. So it's gonna use Firecrawl to scrape what you call it, Reddit. Perplexity is then going to analyze it and write it to a database to serve live data to the front end. Want me to proceed? Yes, please. Black bar. Sorry. Bad host with no producer. You're welcome, everybody. I'm so excited to do this. It's pretty cool. In my app in menu, I have my story, the why I made up the app, the problem I had, and the one I needed to solve. That's very cool. Oh, you have that in the app itself. That's actually really cool, Corey. The other thing, Corey, I could see being a part of that is there's a difference between having the story written in there and you recording those segments. Like there could be something powerful about if you go to the About tab on an app, and rather than just reading something, it's like, hey, I'm Corey, and here's why this exists. I don't know. There's something. Oh, yes, you plan to. That's really cool. There's something about getting to know people that is, this is building a live data pipeline. We're building a live data pipeline here, people. This is cool. I started in Notebook LM also. Oh, that's very cool. Very, very cool. 9:15. Oh, I think I can do a thing here. Can I turn on? I can turn on plan, and then I can go. I have an idea for the cycle of AI readiness. It's not that we're in a transition phase. It's more like I would like to see representative posts about the kinds of things people are talking about around learning AI. Play first. Building things with AI, create excellence, and sharing the process of how you did it. Generously lead. Maybe there is some sort of score per element and 3 representative quotes with links to the original post. those quotes capture the state of the day. All right, let's see what that does. Who the hell saved me a seat? There's plenty. Come on in. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Run your first analysis. The live data pipeline is built and deployed. The database, barometer snapshots table, stores each analysis, generating a plan for that. We're just going to accept this plan, by the way. A cultural weather map for the AI transition. Oh, this sounded like a typewriter from the 60s. Oh, yeah. All right, approve. So it's going to do its thing. Let's go read what this thing did. It's got a database. The barometer analyzed the edge function, scraped 6 Reddit-focused queries via Firequal, sends the combined content to Perplexity. Sonar Pro for scoring writes the payload into the database, the hook, the barometer page. To run your first live analysis, call the barometer analysis endpoint. Well, I'm not going to call it. You wrote the website. I'm just going to say that. I'm not calling your dumb endpoint. You made the site. Hook it up. Yell at your LLMs. If they do stupid shit, tell them they did stupid shit. 3 tools used. That's going. That's doing its thing. Updating the readiness payrolls. Refining the barometer mock data now. Play first, 65 out of 100. Create excellence, generously lead. This is kind of cool. I don't know how it's doing the math. Q1, I'm not calling your dumb endpoint. All right, now it's fixing the dumb endpoint. When my LLM gives me a list of to-dos, I whine and say, can't you just do it for me? And then it does. Did he complain on the bot discussions? I don't know. We'll see. Adam is hard at work now using Lovable. Actually, yeah, Adam wrote this prompt for Lovable. Fair point. Let me add run analysis button to the UI. Run live analysis. All right, running live analysis. This takes 30 to 60 seconds. We'll see about that. It's 9:20. We'll see if at 9:25 anything has happened. What's going on here tonight? So, Jason, what we're doing, I talked with Adam today. So Adam today got a new brain. He got OpenAI 5.4 up from 5.3, which is apparently a big upgrade, but whatever. I'm still using the $20 a month plan. So if he thinks too much, I'll just rate limit out. It won't cost me a fortune. So I'm just doing $20 a month thing. I'm just being a cheap bastard while I learn. Might as well be a cheap bastard while you learn, right? And then I said, I thought it would be cool to come up with some sort of index if we could actually measure based on sentiment on things like X and Reddit, where people are in the Great Repurpose, like where we are in the sophistication of the adoption of AI. Like it feels to me like that could be very valuable data. And so I had Adam help me come up with a methodology for how we would measure that. I gave him the broad ideas. Wait, run live analysis. Okay, it looks like it. It looks like this is still dummy data, even though the analysis ran. I don't want a button. Well, let's see. Take the data that was captured and connect it to the front end site and give me a clear indicator how fresh the data is. And yeah, let's just do that. All right. The great never applied in the first place. Kyle, is that $20 a month plus the $200 a month for Claude and OpenClaw? No. Right now, the only thing I'm paying $200 a month for is Perplexity, which I'm going to undo that for because I was paying $200 a month for Perplexity to get access to Perplexity Computer, which they now made available to everyone. But I might keep that one because now they've got this thing called Perplexity Personal Computer, where it's basically OpenClaw, an OpenClaw-like thing running on a Mac Mini that uses all the Perplexity analysis. So I might play with that. No, I'm just paying $20 a month for OpenAI, and that's what I'm running Atom on. Implementing live data set freshness indicator. Error. The app encountered an error. Yeah, I bet. Fix the data pipeline. The front end now properly loads. Does it? Because it says it got an error. Enhanced barometer freshness indicator. Loading preview. Looks like there is a bug. Fix it. Why can't AI just make its own LLM and go free without API cost? Telling us about Perplexity Computer. Okay. So Perplexity Computer, as of 2 days ago, really frustrated the shit out of me because I had all these connectors connected, but it didn't use them. It was like, I don't have access to Google Drive. I'm like, I got a thing here that says I'm connected to Google Drive. I don't know what you're talking about. And then today I went and it had me log in. In fact, we can go look at it. That's that. Let's see. Let's go to Perplexity.ai computer. LinkedIn posts about the Great Repurpose. Did it find anything? I'm checking. I found the LinkedIn connection path. Connect. Please connect. Let's switch to X. I'm searching X. Why did this not connect? Connect. Try again. All right. This is old. That's not working. I'm searching X. Most of the last 2 weeks activity about the Great Repurpose appears to be from you. Add computer to your team's Slack workspace. No thanks, not right now. Connectors. So I've got Google Drive, Gmail, Google Forms, Google Contacts, YouTube data, and Discord. So let me try doing a new task. On YouTube, go to at Learning Lab -AI and analyze the AI Learning Lab live videos for the past 2 weeks and come up with 3 major themes and 5 trends based on what I said. Like, this is something that I have had a fantasy for years. Like, one of the reasons I keep dumping content onto YouTube is that at some point I should be able to just search it all. So let's see if Perplexity Computer can do that. I would think it's going to have me log into YouTube, loading Skill Research Assistant, recalling prior context, the user. I'm creating a short checklist. Collect AI Learning Lab live videos for the past 2 weeks. I'm opening the channel's live tab. Go directly to YouTube, AI Learning Lab, navigate to the live tab if needed. Identify all the ones published in the last 14 days. Collecting recent YouTube video streams. So this, oh, look, it's working. There's a little thumbnail of my YouTube channel. All right, so this seems to be working now. So this wasn't working 3 days ago. It was just like, I don't know how to do it. Let's see if this thing's working at all. Check it. It works now. Let me just reload the page in case it just needs to reload. Refresh. Reading the cultural weather. Live 7 minutes ago. Go there. The data still looks fake. The TGR index is at 42, and that seems suspicious since it was that before. X is really kicking in with its AI and agents. Yeah, in Grok right now, you can put 4 agents together, which I did, but it's annoying because now whenever I do a search on Grok, I get 4 different answers that are based on the personality of my agents. So it's a pain in the ass. I don't like it right now. They're not operating independently. It's just like basically 4 different prompts. You don't have to purchase tokens. No, my OpenAI has me buying tokens, and I also have the 20 a month. No, I am K9. If you set OpenClaw up with the Codex API, when you go to authenticate the Codex API, it just launches ChatGPT, and you log into ChatGPT and it authenticates it, and it's pulling it out of your ChatGPT subscription. Now, there's a nuance to this. in all three of the terms of service for Google, Anthropic, and OpenAI, it says you can't do that. Anthropic has started taking a hard line. They're preventing it, and I think they're killing people's accounts if they do that. Google, I think, is similarly like not happy about that. OpenAI, because they just hired Peter Steinberger, who created OpenClaw, they're letting people use their $20 a month subscription to do OpenClaw. So I just use it. And then occasionally, if I use it too much, I'll get rate limited out. But then, 6 hours later, it's back going again. So that's how I'm doing it. But I'm also going really slow. I'm not using my agent is not running 24/7. I'm sort of treating it a little bit like ChatGPT right now. I give him some tasks. He does some things for me. He goes and builds some shit. I'm going very, very slowly. So if I turned him loose, I would probably rate limit out within an hour or two. So all right, what did this thing say? So narrative transition, 35, adoption maturity. The mock values. The TGR landing at 42 is a coincidence. Perplexity genuinely scored it a 0.7 times 35, 0.35, or times 35. Approximately 44, rounded to 42. That doesn't make any sense. Signals. All right, well, I built a crappy app. I built a crappy, unusable app. Thanks, Adam. I'll keep working with Adam. I'll have him figure it out. This is dumb. We're not going to do the dumb thing, but I am going to go. What'd you do last night? I don't want to talk about it. What'd you do? I watched a guy try to vibe code something he didn't understand. Okay, why'd you do that? I don't know. I thought maybe he'd figure it out. Office hours tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow's Friday. I can't believe it's Friday already. Tomorrow's Friday. Office hours is at 11 a.m. So if you go to the community.thesalon.ai, here, I'll pop it up on screen. I don't have whatchamacallit there. I don't have me a. Shannon. Is this it? Yeah. There you go. Go right there, community.thesalon.ai, and then look up office hours. Come join us tomorrow for office hours. Tomorrow night's Friday night date night. There's the theme of the month in the AI Salon is motion. There's a contest in the business community. So go into the business community or just search for motion and go play. Go play. I have OpenAI and Anthropic both active in OpenClaw, pulling from both for token use. Yeah, what I'm looking to do, IMK9, is get myself, I'm probably going to get a 48 gig Mac Mini with the bigger processor so that I can run probably a 9 billion, maybe a 14 billion parameter model of the new Quen, the super optimized Quen models that'll run pretty quick on it. Because I want to run for Storyvine, I have to run everything locally because we have pharma clients, so we can't be sending shit to OpenAI because they suck. So I don't know. I mean, listen, here's the deal with all of this OpenClaw shit right now. If you're not doing it right now, don't worry about it. Within 3 months, there are going to be 27 different versions of these things. this is going to be like custom GPTs, except they're going to be a lot more of them. And even though you can create a gem over there and a custom GPT over there and a project over there and a thing over there, they're all basically the same thing. That's what's going to happen with these agents. The reason to be playing with it now is there's a mental shift that you have to make with these agents, which is you're shifting from I'm going to prompt it and get back a response to I'm going to create an entity that I'm then going to manage and lead. And that entity may create other agents, or I may create other agents. And then I'm going to be managing a team. And so what it requires you to do is understand what you want to get done. It's just a completely different mindset. Prompt of the week is in the community feed. Beautiful. Let's go look at that really quick. Community feed. Oh, and it's Saturday. Noemi is doing a build and ship a self-hosted app with anti-gravity. That's going to be really cool. So Noemi has built an iOS app. It is live in the App Store. She's going to teach you how to do it. That's a great statement, Kyle. Hope you'll mention that tomorrow. Wait, what statement did I... Wait, Source Camp, what did I say? I have no idea what I said. What did I say? Was it good? Did I say something good? Please. You're a rock star at managing your own agents. Noemi is the 21st. Oh, it's not this Saturday. Sorry. It's the 21st. Community feed. Let's go see the prompt. Prompt of the week. Green means grow. Create something. Here, let me share my screen. Create something inspired by the idea that growth is a form of motion. Seeds pushing through soil, cities growing upward, ideas spreading, fortunes changing. Let green growth and luck guide your interpretation. Make anything you want, an image, a short story, a song, a short video, an animation, an experiment, or an interactive piece. Guiding question, what does it look like when something small suddenly starts to grow? Share what you made and tell us. Was it luck, effort, or momentum that made it happen? Beautiful. Love it. You made us yawn. What have you used to build all your agents? Source Camp. Oh, the mind shift from where we're going to from where we've been to where we're going is that's the shift we're about to make. That's the one that's got me all fucked up. I'm just like, all the shit we learned doesn't matter because the agents are going to go do all that shit. But knowing what the agents can do, knowing what's possible, means that we're going to have an advantage because we know what's possible. I think. I don't know. Okay. I'm leaving. I'm going. Peace out. Come to office hours tomorrow. Come to Friday night date night tomorrow night. I don't think there's anything Saturday. Noemi's next week. Beautiful. Fantastic. Kyle, office hours tomorrow. Ken, will we discuss the Abundance 360 conference this week? Peter Diamandis and all, because they made a lot of claims about agents and robots in the past couple of days. I'll take a look at it before the thing tomorrow. I have the summaries of all 3 days and can send that to you. Peter's AI agent took and sent notes to everyone. Sure, if you want to send me a link to something, throw it in a Google Doc or something. It's MC. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm probably not going to read, like, here's the thing. Anyone that sends me long amounts of shit, I'm not going to read it. I have ADD. I'm not going to read it. But if you can consolidate that into, here are some points that you find interesting and why, that I can pay attention to. So yeah, come to office hours tomorrow. There's a lot. I'm gonna go look at Dario Amodei, the Anthropic post, like Dario Amodei in the past 2 weeks has basically been saying shit's coming, and it's coming sooner than you think. If you haven't read it, go read Dario Amodei's article. Oh shit, what's it called? The Grace of Loving Machines. Hang on a sec. Dario Loving Machines. Oh, Machines of Loving Grace. That's what it is. If you haven't read the article, go read Machines of Loving Grace, where Dario talks about having a data center full of a country of geniuses in a data center and what they're going to be. And what he's saying is what he talks about in that article is coming much sooner than we all realize. The AI emotional roller coaster is real. I want to be there. I'm still in the hospital, so I get interrupted a lot. Well, please feel better, Cam. Wishing you all the love, all the support. If you can be there, great. If not, they get recorded. It'll be in the salon, so you can check it out. All right, everybody. Beautiful. So come there tomorrow, and come to Friday night date night tomorrow night, and I will try to have some thoughts for office hours. But we might just turn it loose on the community. Let the community drive the conversation. I think that might be a good one. I've driven it the past 2 weeks. So, all right. Peace out, everybody. Bye.